Hello friends, do you really know all your distributors' strengths and shortcomings? Whether a current distributor would be able to put more investment as we grow our business in future? Have we really put all these details in black and white somewhere? Well, we are going to discuss about all this today. My name is Mani Shakar. I work in Himalaya Drug Company in head office Bangalore. We are going to talk about a very important process called distributor profiling. This exercise will involve distributor and you as distributor manager. I have already made a PowerPoint presentation for this process, which you should be getting. In addition to that, there is a distributor profiling docket that has to be filled along with your distributor. We are going to see how to fill this docket. So as you can see, I have received an email to do distributor profiling. I'm now going to open the docket and start the process. Please watch this video till the end, as it is very important to follow the step-by-step process as explained. So this file is opened now. You can see that the first step, there's a warning coming, security warning. See, this is a macro file. So we have to make this macro enabled. We have to click on this enable content. I click on enable content. And next thing that I'm going to do is to save this file somewhere. So I will save this file with my name so that I remember that this is a distributor profiling docket for my distributors. So this is the first phase as we see. Now we have to first click on this guideline written here, because it is very, very important here to read the guidelines carefully till completion, then only go ahead with the process part. Now, if we see the first guideline, it says, please click on hide menu and hide toolbar on top right. So on the top right, if you see, there are two blue buttons, hide menu and hide toolbar. We have to click on hide menu. So essentially what it is going is, it has hidden the top line menu. Similarly, we have to click on hide toolbar. So everything is hidden from top. So what we can see is it in full screen. It is very important to do this exercise before moving ahead. Now, second guideline, if you see, it reads as, please take an appointment with your distributor for 30 to 45 minutes to complete this distributor profiling process. So this entire distributor docket, profiling docket, has to be filled along with distributor. And it is going to take at least 30 to 45 minutes. So it's very important that we discuss with distributor, we take an appointment with distributor, be it face-to-face, or you can have a Zoom call or Microsoft Teams call, but it has to be a discussion with the distributor. And then only this docket should be filled. No way this docket is to be filled by you alone. Now, when we are talking to distributor, we have to establish, as it reads in the third point, we have to brief the distributor about our organization's initiative of standardizing this distributor profiling as a regular practice, and we will be doing this on a regular basis. Similarly, all these instructions, you can see there are 17 instructions. You need to read each of them one by one before moving to next step. I have already read all the instructions. I will jump to the 17th one. 17th instruction tells there is a sample docket in next sheet which is filled for your reference. Please go through same before starting the actual process. So we are going to see how the sample sheet is filled before we do our own distributor profiling. I will click on sample. And you see a new sheet is open, which is basically a sample sheet. Like all the details are sample filled. It's a basic information and demographics first topic. The data are not actual, it's a sample data. We are not supposed to fill, you're not supposed to fill anything into this. If you read this instruction, this is a sample sheet, do not enter any data. This is only for our understanding. So first point covers the basic information and demographics like state, town and all. We are just going to have a look at it. Second is the business structure. So we have to talk about business structure and fill the data. Then infrastructure of the distributor. Then when I click on next, investment of the distributor. Finally, we have to take distributor acknowledgement, distributor signature and a stamp as well. This is an option for print as well. And finally, as a distributor manager, you have to rate your distributor. Then finally, seal and sign. You have to put your own signature as well, along with distributor seal and sign. You have to upload the signed document. Here is in a sample sheet. There is already a signed document uploaded. If you click on this, you can read it. So basically, you have to do that part. Now, if I want to start with a new fresh distributor, what I have to do is I have to click on this blue button. You see, finish and move to new distributor. So whenever we finish distributor profiling with one distributor and we want to move to a new distributor for distributor profiling, we have to click on this finish and move to new distributor. Let's say I click on finish and move to new distributor. See, it is asking is enter distributor code for new sheet. So basically for a new distributor, it will create a new sheet. My distributor code say is 90. So if you fill the new distributor code for which we are going to do distributor profiling and click on OK. So it has created a new sheet for the distributor to start the fresh distributor profiling. Now there are few steps to be taken before we start with a new distributor. If you could see the red color instructions, delete the previously uploaded file if you are starting with new. So if you see this file, we have to click and delete button. So we have to essentially delete this file because this is coming from a previous sample sheet. And second instruction is click on go to top if you are starting with new distributor. So let's say you click on this green button, go to top. So we reach on top of the docket, top of this Excel sheet. And now we can start with fresh. If you see this data, basically it's a copy of the previous sheet that we are seeing. The previous sheet was sample sheet, so all the sample data is filled. So we have to remove all this filled data so that we can start with fresh. If you could see, there is a reset data button on the top right. If you click on this, all the data gets deleted. We have to click on this notification that is coming. We have to click on end, and now this entire new distributor profiling sheet is clear and ready to start with distributor profiling for a new distributor. So we will fill the distributor code, distributor type. Here we see there are few of these yellow fields. We have to select from drop down. There is an arrow here. We have to select direct distributor or super stockist as per the distributor type. You can't fill anything here. It will show error. We have to select from here only. So from drop down direct distributor. We have to put the GST number. I am putting only random data here for the ease of process. Nearest SDC CFA. So this distributor is in Bangalore. So the Bangalore CFA distributor constitution, there also there is a drop down. So whether distributor is a proprietor or partner. So proprietorship means there is only one owner for distributor. We have to put the distributor name, which is it's an ABC distributor. I'm randomly putting a name. State is Karnataka. Town is Bangalore. Postal code. Email address. Average transit days from CFA. So since it's a Bangalore distributor, only within 1 day it is it gets delivered transit. Here we have to write only one, not one day as a text. Another is geography being served for Himalaya Drug Company, beat names. So for Himalaya business, the beats that this distributor supply, this ABC distributor supply, we have to put the beat names. I will put randomly just for reference. So whatever are the beats that distributor supplying for Himalaya Drug Company. There is additional detail is additional geography, if any, being served for other companies. So this ABC distributor, if it might be handling other companies' business, and for which there could be some other geography as well that might be serving. So let's say it work for some other area as well. So I'm just writing it. Right. So once we complete this first process, we click on next process, which is about business structure. What it talks about the business structure, we have to fill this data, which are the company that this distributor is handling. So one is a Himalaya Baby Care business. Then distributor is handling say Nivea business, L'Oreal business. Then so there's a food from Haldiram business. Then there is a Zydus, and there is a Dish TV, different kind of a business. Now we have to write the distributor tenure. So for Himalaya business, let's say distributor is working for 3.5 years, Nivea 4 years, L'Oreal 2.5 years, 2.5 years, Haldiram say 1 year, Zydus say 2.5 years, Dish TV 1 year. We have to select the industry. Industry is to be selected from drop down. Drop down Himalaya Baby Care, basically the personal options are personal care FMCG, non-personal care FMCG, pharmaceutical others. So Himalaya is a personal care FMCG. Nivea would also be personal care FMCG. L'Oreal would also be personal care FMCG. Haldiram is not a personal care, it's a FMCG but non-personal care. Zydus is a pharmaceuticals company. Dish TV would be none of these. Basically, it comes in other categories. So we have to select from drop down which industry these companies' business belong to. Then we have to put full year 1920 average sales as well. So I've filled all the data, a full year 1920 average sales, which is last year, what was the average per month sales for, if we calculate for entire year average business for all the companies. Similarly for average sales from May to September for this year, because Corona pandemic had happened, so apparel business was very much impacted. So from May to September, what has been the average business that I have put? And what is the distributor? Fixed gross margin. So what is the margin that distributor gets? That you have to put. I have just put the random data. It is not actually accurate. And variable margin. So variable margin means if we are running any distributor incentive, so different companies and different kind of a distributor benefits or incentives. If there is any other incentives, that has to be put here. So let's say L'Oreal is running a 1% distributor incentive, so that can be over and above the regular margin, that has to be put here. So I've already filled all the other data so that we do not waste time in filling the data. Next topic says is Himalaya distribution structure. That is the number of outlets that the distributor covers. So for Himalaya Baby Care, say 1200 grocery outlet, 225 chemist outlet, standalone supermarket or self-service outlets, which is called emerging outlets as well, 35 stores, cosmetic 65, wholesaler or sub-distributor 15, and others 10. A sub-distributor is basically for, if the distributor type is super stockist, then super stockist will not be serving directly to these outlets. They will only serve to sub-stockists, which should be filled here. And if there is any other outlet, it has to be filled here. So this is about the business structure of the distributor. If you go to next, it talks about the infrastructure part. That is very, very important. Infrastructure will include operating units. So here you see, you have to write the vehicle type, four-wheeler van or three-wheeler tempo. And now the vehicle could be owned or hired. Here we have to select the drop down, whether it is owned or hired. Now, whether the vehicle is being used for exclusive supply for any company or shared supply, that if you have to put. And then how many beat does this up? 8 and 4. How many outlet is covered? We have to write like this here. And say, for example, this four-wheeler van is exclusively being used for Himalaya Drug Company. So we have to write Himalaya Drug Company. If it is shared, so which company? So all others, or we can say L'Oreal, or all others is a good option. Similarly, another infrastructure parameter is the godown space. So for all the companies, what is the godown space that is available? So in square feet, we have to write the full number only, not 375 and then SQFT, full numbers. Now, important part is whether there is a separate space for food products available or not. So separate space for food products, say for Himalaya baby care, for baby food, etc., separate space is available. Then we have to write how much space is available. Say out of 375, 75 square foot is available for food product. Now for Nivea, there is no food products available because there is no food product also no. So space would be 0 square feet. For L'Oreal, it will be say no, 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 and it will be 0. For Haldiram, it is yes and 100 square feet. Similarly for Zydus, it could be say yes and then say 50 square feet. For Dish TV, no, so 0. So this is all about godown space. We have to discuss this with distributor, take the actual data. Now, third important aspect for infrastructure is manpower. So how many distributor salesmen this distributor is having, which is like his own salesman. Let's say he has a 4 salesmen, which is exclusive. So it is about all companies' manpower. It is not only specific to Himalaya Drug Company. So he has say 4 salesmen, which are exclusive to some companies. And sales salary, total salary of these 4 salesmen is 40,000, which comes out to average of 10,000 per person. And there is a monthly allowance as well. So say a distributor is giving say mobile or other allowances for these 4 people, monthly allowances. Similarly, how many drivers we have? If you remember, we have put two vehicles. So for 2 vehicles, there are 2 drivers, which are exclusive for each vehicle. And their total salary for 2 people is 24,000, no allowances. Delivery persons are 2 exclusive, and their total salary for 2 people is 16,000. And there is a computer operator which is shared. So this computer operator is handling entire business automation business by one person for all the companies, and its salary is 20,000. This is all about the infrastructure details that we have to discuss with distributor and affiliate. If you go to next step, the most important is the investment part. So what this detail says is, you see on the left side, there are different investment that distributor does normally: inventory, market credit, damage and expiry, claim value, and any other investment. So for Himalaya business, Himalaya Drug Company business, we have to see what is the it's a wrong statement. Himalaya current HDC value, current HDC investment. That should be the right wording. Sorry for that. So inventory, let's say distributor on last 3 months or 6 months average inventory, if we take, what is the average inventory value that is lying at distributor go down? Let's say this value is 7,750,000 rupees. Similarly, what is the average market credit that distributor is giving for last three to 6 months on an average? We have to discuss this with distributor. Preferably, this data should be checked with distributor documents and then only confirmed. So this value is 3,50,000. And there is a damage and expiry value on an average per month. 7,000 of damage expiry comes from market. There's a claim value average. This data could be available in LEAP as well. But what is the average claim value? Let's say it's 55,000, which is a kind of an investment from distributor. If there is any other investment that distributor mentions, that also can be put. So total investment comes out to be 11,17,000. So for my current HDC business. Current HDC business, there is an investment by distributor of 11,17,000. Now, if you see, there are other columns which are talking about proportionate investment at 50% business growth. So if my current business is grows by 50% in near future, what will be the proportionate investment? So this current investment of 11 lakh would almost in that proportion would also increase by close to 50%. So investment requirement will be 16.76 lakh. Now what we need to do is we have to ask our distributor. If you see these two columns, we have to ask our distributors whether if in such a scenario where distributor has to invest 16.76 lakh, whether he is capable to invest or not. Let's say distributor says, yes, I can invest 16.76 lakhs if business grows. Then next question we have to ask is, what will be his financial resource? So if he says, okay, I can invest much more than 11 lakh, I can invest up to 16.76 lakh, where will this additional money come from? Let's say if he says business loan, shutting down other business partner, additional liquid, let's say he says additional liquid fund available. Distributor says, I already have liquid fund available, I can invest. Perfectly fine. Now if you see the next one, proportionate investment 75% business growth. If Himalaya business grows by 75%, then whether distributor will be able to invest or not. Let's say distributor says yes, and this time he says, okay, I do not have liquid fund, but I will shut down other business. Since Himalaya is giving me much more business to me, I will shut down other business and take out the money from there and invest in this. Now third thing, now if my business grows by 100%, almost gets doubled, then what will happen? Distributor says, okay, I can still invest, but probably I will have to take a business loan, right? Now another last one is, if business goes by 125%, distributor will have to invest 25 lakh rupees. Now what happens? Distributor might say, let's say he says, no, I cannot invest 25 lakh rupees. So he will say, no, I am not capable to invest 25 lakh and I have no fund available. So that's what the crux of this distributor profiling docket would be, because this investment becomes a much more critical. It tells me what is the status of my current distributor and whether he is ready for future business or not. Maybe he could be a right distributor for next 2 years, perfectly fine, but not for 4 years. So all this information will be available. So once we do this exercise, we have to take distributor acknowledgement. So here is a space for distributor remarks and suggestion. He can put it here. And we have to take distributor signature and a stamp here as well. Now, how will we take distributor signature and a stamp? So this Excel sheet, there is a print option. If you could see, we can click on print and we can print this data. Right? If you click on print, if I select a print and print, this document can be printed. So some error coming, you will not get this error for sure, don't worry. Now, once you print this data, you can take distributor signature and a stamp. That has to be uploaded later. Now, once we do this exercise, we click on next. Only last few steps. In the end, as its distributor manager, you have to rate your distributor on few of the parameters on a scale of 1 to 10, right? So for example, first question is whether my distributor is available for business discussion with me or not. Now, this is not supposed to fill in front of distributor. This is your private rating. So in your view, if distributor is available for business discussion or not, I say, let's say, I will rate distributor 6. Sometimes he is available for business discussion. Now, whether he assists in achieving business target or not. So every distributor is given a monthly or quarterly target, whether he achieves that or not. I would say, let's say, I say, yes, most of the time he achieves. Now, whether he reviews secondary sales with ISRs or not, I would say rarely he does that. So I will put a rating of 4. And overall involvement in HDC, Himalaya Drug Company business, I would say it is more like in the range of 6 average. Once I rate my distributor, The last thing that I have to do is I have to provide my own feedback or suggestions or remarks. Like I can say, ABC distributor is very much capable of near future investment. Distributor needs to show more involvement in Himalaya business. As a distributor manager, this is my observation. Once I do that, I have to put a signature. So I didn't put signature here. If you remember, we had put that paper for distributor, taken the distributor signature and a stamp. On there only I will also sign. And then there's an option of upload signed documents. So I click on upload signed document and I can upload the document. See, I have already saved a scanned document. See, here it gets uploaded. If I want to see, I can do the double click and it will be coming. I can see it separately. Now this entire distributor profiling docket is finished. The profiling exercise is completed. If we want to move to another distributor, we will repeat the same process. I have to click on finish and move to new distributor. And again, it will ask for a new distributor code. Let's say the new distributor code is this, and click on OK. What will happen is this opens a new sheet. I again repeat the same process. Delete this document, go to top, and we reset data. And we can now again start with a new distributor for entire distributor profiling docket. So this was all about the distributor profiling process, how we have to sit with distributor and fill this docket one by one, and how we can move from one distributor to another distributor and fill this data. Once you complete the entire profiling with all your distributor as a distributor manager, share this saved file. If you see, I have saved file with my name, saved file with your manager, and finally it can come to head office. Once we in head office receives data from all the distributor, what we will do is we will combine this data and create a distributor scorecard for you. And we will share this with you so that you as a distributor manager will know that in your geography, in your town, which are the distributor, which are like very good distributor, which are like okay distributor, which are like completely red distributor. And all this database will be ready with you so that any future business plan, any future business strategy related to distributorship can be taken by you with much convenience. So let's make it happen. Let's start this process. The moment you get this email, let's start this process and complete within a period of as much as possible, if possible within 15 days, if not 15 days, maybe 1 month. Let's finish it. Good luck, guys.